everyone, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a while since I posted. I know I say that, I feel like I say that almost every video, but thank you for stopping by and watching. I appreciate it. So this is just an update video so far for this year. I have other stuff I want to post about other topics, but right now this is just an update. It's March right now. It's March 2026. I know towards the end of last year, I had posted a video on the goals I want to achieve, throughout 2026 and by the end. Also, this is just like a small update. I did want to post last week, but I actually had a really bad stomach bug last week. Like I got really really sick last week. I actually ended up losing some weight because of the stomach bug, more than I thought I would have. Um, yeah, I'm starting to feel better. It just kind of sucks because um, sometimes it's kind of hard to eat certain things, because it just, I don't know, just makes my stomach feel a little funny. Um, but yeah, I'm definitely feeling a lot better. So, on to my goals so far, my progress with my goals. Um, my 401k is getting a little bit up there, not like really up there, but definitely better compared to this time last year. This time last year, I didn't even have a 401k. Um, right now, I'm contributing like 5%, and then my job has a full match for up to 5%, but you have to wait X amount of years to actually get that. But hey, I'm gonna earn it while I can. If I'm there long enough to get it, wonderful. If not, hey, at least I saved up a bunch of money with my 401k. I've On the other financial front, I paid off a good chunk of some of my debt. It was more of payment plans. You have like all these different payment plan platforms and services out there. So one of them I paid off, I think like close to 20%. I still have a little ways to go. A lot of the plans are going to be up in the next 3 or 4 months. Anyways, I have some that are going to be closer to the end of the year. But I've been trying to pay aggressively towards those. I've paid off a bunch early. So I think I've paid off roughly 20%. So I'm super excited about that. I actually lowered my credit card usage by about 7%. A small part of that was one of my credit cards did up my limit, but I didn't use the extra limit. I haven't been using my credit cards. I've been just paying. Some of them I've been paying extra. Some I've been paying double on the payments. So I was able to lower it by about 7%. So that's super exciting. I've been trying to bump up my savings as much as possible. So right now, one of my accounts, I have like a few different savings accounts. One of them was supposed to be a high yield one, but I didn't know that you had to do a bunch of stuff to make it a high yield one. So it's technically a low yield one. And then I have some accounts with a high yield one that's like a 3.3% interest per year. But that's still decent. I know there's others that are out there that are a lot higher, like 4 and 5. However, I'm happy with where I am right now. Yes, I want to grow that. I want to grow my savings and lower my debt, but I think I'm making really good progress with that right now. Down the road, I might look into an even higher yield, an even higher yield for a savings account. But I think, compared to last year, I'm already doing a lot better. So that's that. And then for school, I put that in pause. I don't know what I want to work towards for a career right now. I've been looking at different stuff over the past several months, different things where I could potentially do them from home, different certifications, different certificates, and I'm just not feeling it. And yes, I know, at the end of the day, everybody has bills to pay, but I don't want to jump into from one career to another one and just be miserable. Um, and plus, I want it to be something that I'm able to do. Some of the stuff I just don't feel like I have the mental aptitude to do. It's like, yeah, I know anyone can do anything if you put your mind to it. There's just certain things it's no matter how hard I try, I just don't have the aptitude for it. And so I don't want to try to jump into a job where it's like, yeah, I get to work from home and I'm going to make a little bit more money, but I'll be miserable every day and I'll be struggling and I'll be stressed because I'm struggling to do the job if I'm able, even if I'm able to even try to do the job. So I'm still looking at different things, different certifications, but I'm not actively working on certification. I kind of just put school on the back burner. Any kind of certifications I was looking at, I've kind of just put that on the back burner for now. So yeah, so that's pretty much my update so far for 2026. Like I said, in March so far, I was able to lower my credit card usage by like utilization by 7%. I'm getting my savings up there. I'm getting my 401k up there. It's the first time I've ever had a 401k, so I'm excited. Um, and of course, hindsight's always 2020 because it's like, oh, if I had been smarter with my money when I was younger and had, instead of, going out to eat constantly and, going to the movies and doing this and doing that and blah, 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 I could have had a good chunk of change in the bank and I could have had so much interest off of that where when I was looking for a different job before, instead of, just, hey, I'm going to take this because it's like the first thing um, that like responded. I could have, taken my time a little bit more and I could have done like something part-time because there's some part-time jobs out there that did pique my interest, which is like, oh, that's like $3 more an hour than I make, or that's $10 more an hour than I make, but it's only 20 hours a week and there's like almost no benefits. Well, had I been smart and banked up my money, I could have had the interest because then I could have afforded to do that because the interest would have made up for that. But hey, hindsight is 2020. And I'm trying to make better decisions. That's the whole thing too. It's like, you can make mistakes as long as you're learning from your mistakes. And I'm trying to make better decisions based on the mistakes that I made. So thank you guys for showing up. Thank you for watching my rambling, I guess. Um, and thanks, for joining me on my journey in 2026. I definitely want to, bank up that 401k, definitely fluff it up by the end of the year. And I still have a goal I still want to try to work part time from home by the end of the year. And what I mean by that, it's like, yeah, I'm not gonna be working 3 days a week from home. And that's it. It's where I could comfortably work 3 or 4 days in person at a job. Um, and but I'm doing something from home, or I'm making some money from home that could, sustain that lifestyle. So I want to get to a point where I can do something from home 1 or 2 days a week, and then the rest of the work week would be in person. Ultimately, just being able to work from home and making a really good living, yeah, that'd be a dream, but I can't find anything right now that I have a passion for, that I have an interest in, that I have an aptitude for. So thank you guys. I'm going to be doing these videos probably sporadically, just saying, hey, this is what's going on. But I do want to post other videos about other topics, so look forward to those. And if you're not already following, please click that follow button or subscribe button. If you want to know when I post more videos. So thanks again, guys. I appreciate it. And if you have any tips or anything that can help me out on my journey, I'd appreciate it. Just post in the comments. Thank you. Have a great day, everyone.